Men need to understand that a lot of the actions they make have a chain reaction that's going to affect things they do and things that happen to them later down the line in life, right? See, the habits, and man, this goes so deep. It goes into childhood. Like, it goes into just how fucked people are even from birth. Bad habits that even their parents instill in them, that they carry and develop, and a lot of the time they don't even know it's a bad habit, and they just create a vicious cycle of passing on those bad habits to their kids and to their kids and to their kids, ensuring generation after generation of just straight up slaves, right? Now, I'm going to go into very good detail in how this works, in my program, right? Which is My Road to Freedom. I'll put the link below. It's available on Patreon. But I'm going to give you a very short version of this, right? There are so many different ways you get caught up in that you are pretty much under mind control that you don't even know. And you learn and learn and learn and develop yourself over time. But sometimes, a lot of the time, you still have critical flaws that you don't even know are flaws that are gonna fuck you over time, right? So I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of how that works, right? I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you a story. Now, there's this old childhood friend that I have, right? He's like 6-7 years younger than me, and basically he's like the oldest in his family, right? Now, the thing is, right, he comes from a successful family. They live in like the suburbs and all that. But the thing is, he's like 18, right? And he's already severely overweight. Different people's bodies react very differently to certain foods, right? And that's a very small aspect of a chain reaction, but that's the one I'm going to use for this video. Basically, he's eating the standard American diet. He's already severely overweight. Now, as a kid, he wasn't overweight, but something happened in his teenage years where now he has like a huge belly that like hangs over his fucking like pants and shit. So like, it's already affecting his confidence because like being that fat, he's already like losing he's already losing like blood flow to his dick and shit, so he can't really even hardly get it up, right? His testosterone levels are way down because that has so much to do with what you eat, right? And it's affecting his confidence with women. So as a kid, he was outgoing, he was extroverted. Now he's shy and introverted because he's overweight and he's insecure about his body. So he's become a lot more docile and timid and introverted. And his parents were even joking, saying that, man, he's just going to be the guy who, like, when he's in his 30s, just settles down and becomes a family man and finds some woman who's like his age. Basically, they were just, whether they knew what they were saying or not, they were saying he's going to be a beta male, right? The chain reaction of his parents feeding him garbage and with his genetic structure, it impacting him more severely than it would someone else, drastically lowering his confidence in the process. If he had just been on the right diet from birth, he would have been a much more confident, healthy person, and that would have affected decisions he made to be more sort of driven or ambitious to go out and create something and become more successful, which would affect his so-called chances with the opposite sex or just building relationships in general. But one small mistake at a very early age can have a ripple effect or a chain reaction that can send someone down a spiraling road of depression and mediocrity. And there are so many different ways to fall for this trap, right? But a very good one is the food example, right? So they had him eating man-made chemical food from such a young age. And these are people with money. But the thing about a lot of people with money is they still don't understand the science of how to eat and how their body works. So they end up wasting their money on the most expensive of unhealthy foods, whereas a poor person gets the cheapest unhealthy foods. The funny thing about that is they both tend to get sick at the same rate. So whether it's Burger King or Red Lobster, you're still kind of fucking yourself the same way. But that one little flaw, that one little thing they instilled in him of how to just eat shit that's fucked up his body, right? That had a huge chain reaction, and that's affecting so many decisions he's making in his teen years and in his adult years that are gonna fuck him over even more. See, a lot of us, we postpone today in the hopes of tomorrow. They say, oh, you know, I can quit smoking anytime I want. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow I can, you know, make a difference. The thing is, what you do today creates the tomorrow you're going to have. So you literally have to sort of just stop and start taking action today. Today is quite literally all you have. Today is the stepping stone, the building block of tomorrow, right? So I'm not saying this because I'm trying to turn you guys all into some ambitious, money-hungry, like, you know, wannabe like Wolf of Wall Street type people. I'm telling you this so that you understand your decisions have chain reactions and consequences, and you're really just taking action to protect yourself, right? And to set a foundation so that you're not suffering in the future. Not so that you become this power-hungry monster, but so that you're protected and you don't have to suffer in your later years, right? That's really just the point of it. So just take that into consideration. That is what I'm doing today going to slowly chip me away and break me down to where I'm suffering 10, 20 years from now, way more than I'm suffering now. If the decisions I'm making are bringing me great pain at this stage in life, how much more pain are they going to bring me in 10, 20, 30 years, right? This is just something to consider, right? Your actions have a chain reaction.